Hi, it's me again, and I'm here with my classic toy called the Light-Brite. Now, they have some new ones on the market nowadays. I think it's called the Light-Brite, and one is called a Light-Brite Light. Excuse me. I had been researching those, I don't know, maybe about 6 months. The reviews are really not good on them, so I wasn't comfortable buying it. Um, the reviews are said to be very hard when you put the pegs. These are pegs. When you put the pegs in, they're hard. They're hard to take out and they're hard to put in. And it said even for adults, they're hard to put in and hard to take out. One parent said they had to use pliers to take them out. So I didn't want that. I wanted something that my son could really enjoy, the same toy that I enjoy. So you want to get one that looks like this, that kind of has the tilt effect going on. It's another model Light-Brite that they have out. Um, it's an older one, but it's in the shape of a cube. I wanted to get that one because I thought, okay, we have 3 kids. One can play on this side of the cube, one can play on the other side of the cube. That way they can kind of share it. Um, but the reviews on that said because it's made in the shape of a cube, the pegs fall out. They say even when you're trying to do one side, the other side falls out. So I said, that's not going to still be the Light-Brite that I enjoy. So when you're looking for a Light-Brite, you want to get an older one and you want to have the tilt effect. I think they have some that are like 1967. I think this one is in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 81 or something. I'm not looking directly at it, but I knew what I got would have a tilt effect. Some of the 67 ones have like a little black clip. They help enclose your paper. I don't have any clips with this, and this works perfectly for me. Let me show you how to use a Light-Brite when you don't have any sheets to come with it. I ordered this on eBay, and all I got was some pegs, and I ordered 2 more 100 lots of pegs. So I probably have over maybe about 300 pegs. I'm still going to order my son some more. He loves to create, he loves to build, he loves to do all kind of things with colors and stuff. And so when I ordered this, all it had was a few pegs. And I saw somebody do a video with construction paper. And they didn't seem like they liked it, but we like it. And so when we say, okay, we'll take a black sheet of construction paper. I don't have any clips on this model. I don't even think clips come with this model because it doesn't have a clip thing like the 1967 model. This is, I believe, 1981. So if you want this model, look for something that has that kind of going on. I think this is one of the ones that has the Mr. Potato Head on the box. I didn't get an original box with this purchase, but my son absolutely loved it, and we love it too. And so with this, you just stick a black sheet of construction paper. We even played with it with red. We actually have all colors. We haven't played with all the colors yet, but we just played with it with red, and we played with it with black. And I'm going to kind of show you a brief demonstration. My son did numbers, and I'm going to put some picture inserts in the video. He did some creations with numbers, and he did some creations where he created some fruit. Really neat. I think right here he might have had a orange, a grape, a blueberry. I think right here was a cherry. Right here was an apple, and here was a banana, and I think it was a pear over here. And you will see, I'm going to do some picture inserts on those. Those are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He loves anything with numbers, alphabet, shapes, stuff like that. He loves to create. So let me show you how to, if you get a Light-Brite vintage on eBay or a yard sale or anything like that, how this cool, get the slanted one, toy with a slip of black construction paper. You can play with this for hours. Now I'm going to turn the light off, and I'm just going to pop some pegs in here. Okay, now I'm not my son. I'm not gonna make any groovy design like he would. But I'm just pulling some pegs out of here and just popping them in. My son is, by the way, 9 years old. And so he has one of those minds where he could just see something and just go for it. And I'm just pulling random pegs out of the... And I mean, it's easy to do. My paper is not gliding all over the place. And I think it is so neat. Let me turn the light back on for a second. I kind of want to show you in the order with the machine. I got these kind of pegs. I don't remember these pegs growing up. Probably didn't have these pegs growing up. I'm not sure. But these pegs kind of go that way. Let me turn the light off so you can see. They go that way. I don't know if he's used these yet because I'm not sure how he creates his designs. I'm just mommy and wanting to show y'all that this was so neat. It is so neat. My toddler came and turned another light on, but I still want you to see how cool this is. Now, I think this is the coolest thing. Okay, now since there's so many versions of the Light-Brites out, I had a concern that when I ordered pegs, I was wondering, were all the pegs compatible? Now, all these pegs fit on this Light-Brite, but I have a few that are different. Let me show you the difference. On these pegs, now I don't know if you can see this really well. Let me turn this other light on. On this peg, can you pick that up? How smooth that looks? Now let me put a comparison beside it. See if one of them has ridges on it. Can you pick up these? It's like some little ridge. It's two ridges. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to show you what happens. I believe this one with the ridges. And there's no ridges on here. I'm turning this around, twirling it smooth. And this one has like two ridges. Do you see that? It's a little ridge on the peg. Out of all my pegs, I only had this many that had ridges on it. This is what I believe happens if you have the pegs with ridges. Let me pop one in. Now I'm finna pop one in. Watch this. It was hard to stick that in. Not super hard, like I needed super muscle, but it was harder. It was more effortless when I popped this one in. It's more effortless when I pop this one in. I just gotta make sure I find my hole, and sometimes you may want to turn off one of the lights depending on how many lights you got on in your room. Now, I believe this is what happens if you use the pegs with the ridges. Let's try. Oh, it didn't do it. Well, what happened when I did the one with the ridges, when I was testing them with my son, when I popped it out, all the pegs fell off of the Light-Brite. That was tough too. So, it's kind of tough. I guess if you brace it, you can get it out good. But what I told him was, let's separate them all. Because if we separate them, let's not play with the ones that have ridges, so that when we play with them, it won't pop our designs off. And that's what I noticed about the ones with the ridges. I mean, I'm getting a little better with this, so it might not happen as much, but let me try it again. This is the ones with the ridges. I'm just going to put them over here. And that was one of the complaints, especially about the ones with the cubes and the newer ones. They're tough to put in. I think these are the ones, and I'm putting this in this vintage Light-Brite, which they still fit. But when I used them earlier, some other pegs fell out. I'm bracing my hand right here, and it seems like it's doing well. I still don't think he'll play with them. And when I order extra pegs, which I'm going to order some more from him, I'm going to check online just a little bit. I'm going to request and show a picture that they don't send me any with ridges. Because I think it might be a problem eventually. And it might not. But I know when I first did it, I'm going to take my hand off and see. They're still doing pretty good though. You have to pull it a little bit more than these. You just pull these out. You just pull these out. Because these got these ridges. It takes a little bit more effort. And I think, see how the paper lifted up with that? And I think because this is a vintage machine and it's more sturdier, it can handle these ridges. But I don't prefer them. So when I order more pegs, let me make sure you can see this. When I order more pegs, I'm going to make sure I order pegs that do not have those ridges. Let me turn the light off again so you can see that this is a great toy. Great toy. If you can get the 1967 version, that was more money. I think some people want $40, $50, $60, $75 for it. I still wanted my son to have the Light-Brite experience without that padded cost, but still to enjoy it. And I got just that. Also, like I said, use black construction paper. Design it yourself. If you want, you can go on eBay and look for black papers that have those designs on them anyway. But if you want your child to use their creative juices, I encourage you to, I'm going to let you hold this and I'm going to show them with the red paper. I encourage you to let them create their own designs. I'm going to show it to you with the red paper for just a moment. We have all color construction papers. We haven't tried it with every single construction paper yet. I wanted to know what white would do. But I think black is a surefire winner. This is red. See how it just illuminates? Let me turn off some of these lights. Had on about 3 different lights. See how red that looks? I just think it's exciting for a kid. I mean, I'm excited. I'm a parent. But look at that. Look at that. All I did was stick a piece of construction paper on it. And look at that. Look at that. And you can just go. I think black would be my favorite one. But I wouldn't rule out the other colors. Because it would just be fun to do it. We have like a, thanks to Grandma, a 500 pack of construction paper for the kids. So, if you want a Light-Brite, I recommend you to get the vintage one. 1967, 1980, 1981, I believe it is. And I think you will have tons of fun. My son is, and I encourage you to try it also. Thank you.